Next up on Nick at Night, Weeknight there with Ellie Muller. And then, after that, there are two shows the Nick at Night could actually get at the last minute. That's right now on Nick at Night. I always thought that there could be a show that's better than it actually funny, entertaining, and that's my taste. Update. I'm Ellie calling you what's over guys office. Alright. Here we go. Science Shoutout Spotlight on this. All as follows. Okay. Baby Lamb Creations with this Baby Lamb and Friends program and things like that. By the way, thanks again for the theme song, sir. Appreciate it. Specs by Canvas fan edits. One split up and comes Radio Jingles channel with radio jingles and things like that. Crispy Chris and CC Wind with random stuff. Slightly average day with whatever she has in store. And of course, Michael Sarcastic is our Michael program. And he's also working on yet another I'm Michael movie. And this time it's going to be bigger than the last movie that he made. So get ready for that. In the meantime, we have to get the show going by saying, what's up? That's right. Tonight we ask, what's up with Ray Romano, a comedian who is only rich because of late night TV? That's the definition of a guy who is getting good luck. Now, he did Everybody Loves Raymond for many years on television, and he made $1.7 million an episode. Now, the show's making him $18 million a year. Ow! They'll never work again. Thanks a lot, Syndication and Nick at Night. Here's a fun fact. He wanted the show to be like Seinfeld. Of course, it had already been done before. So, he made the show all about his family. Smart move. Yeah, that's very original. Of course, he was working with David Letterman, so what can you do? Sometimes I wonder, how do you make sense of it all? And I just say to those people, well, you need to see a show more often, because sometimes just watch me do what I do will answer almost every question you have. Alright? Meanwhile, I got MP and the Pink Cat waiting in the wings because it's time for another top 8 list. Let's see what we got this time. Okay, boys, what's the category? Tonight's category, top 8 words that can be used to describe Ray Romano. Number 8, rich. Number 7, crazy. Number 6, intelligent. Number 5, wacky. Number 4, foolish. Number 3, odd. Number 2, strange. And number 1, apparently enough, is sneaky. Really? You call this a top 8 list? What do you know? Come on now. Relax. It's almost Valentine's Day. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Boys, thank you. I'll be right back in a moment. The kids still call it the Weeknight Update. Now here it is, your Friday night.
Story time. No matter how fast he ran, he could not escape the demon, but he would not let his soul be taken today!
At night, a TV viewer's dream.
It's custom fit to every screen.
For your viewing pleasure.
A TV viewer's dream.
It's our sweetheart sale.
It's Empire's Sweetheart Carpet Sale. 50% off all our no-mat, no-crush, stain-resistant carpets installed next day with no payments till February 1999. That's a sweet deal. And your last chance for a free Wilson basketball. 50% off and no payments till Valentine's Day.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Everyone's got in the boys. Ed, I understand that you were trying to go for that hooray for Hollywood stuff, but the moment that you got into the groove, you started playing that Hollywood City song. Why? Sometimes you need the groove, man. Sometimes you need the groove. Well, I don't see what's wrong with that logic. Let's have some talking time. Let's see where we're at. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
1808 BBC before you comment there, all the chickens and lickers came together. And they did this particular thing here at 8:08 day 04 in the AM, PM, morning, afternoon, evening, night time, all times today to commemorate the beginning of talking time. And it goes something like this. It's talking time, English, Spanish, even French, talking time, the only clear percentage. Wait a minute. You know, sometimes I wonder, why don't we have a clever new intro for talking time? Well, here's the thing, alright? These things happen and yada yada yada. Anyway, we're talking about Ray Romano tonight. Now, here's what's interesting, alright? When it was on TV, every week, it was a massive hit. Alright? Listen to this, okay? The show was so big that Ray Romano, who was the star of the program, was actually able to make, whether you will believe it or not, somewhere between $1.7 and $1.8 million an episode. That's historic. It was so rich that the rest of the cast felt that they were grossly underpaid. And I'm like, well, that's because he's the star. The rest of you are supporting actors and actresses. Come on, get me the program. But pretty soon, everybody else started saying, "Oh, wait a minute. All right, if you don't give us what we want, then we're going to go on strike." And then they would get the sufficient enough raises that they return back to work and get everything back in order. And that made me think, wow, it seems as though everybody is cheap. I mean, seriously, this is getting old. But anyway, fast forward to today, Everybody Loves Raymond is still being aired everywhere in syndication. And here's something interesting, alright? It's also being played on Nick at Night. Now, often you hear statements that go something like this. Retro doesn't wait, and things like that. True, but Retro does pay, and according to this article right here, Ray Romano is still making $18 million a year from Everybody Loves Raymond. And if you don't believe me, well, then actually look at the article yourself. But Still, that's pretty crazy. You know? And here's what's pretty cool. Alright? His net worth is now $200 million. That's right, $200 million. And on top of that, his big acting deals in movies such as Ice Age and a few other movies. He is very successful. I'm surprised that he doesn't really have Oscars or things like that. Well, if he does have Oscars or Academy Awards, then that is pretty insane. I mean, now, now, listen to this, all right? By now, everybody knows that everybody loves Raymond, right? You get Ray and his family going on wacky adventures and things like that. However, here's the thing, right? It wasn't always like that. No, 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 no. See, here's the thing, all right? Ray Romano had done a whole bunch of shows, like Tonight Show, and Evening at the Improv, and things like that. But the moment they appeared on The Late Show with Dave Letterman in 1995, that's when things turned around for him. Because that was when he got the call saying that, Dave wanted to do a show with him as the star. And here's the thing, alright? Ray wanted his show to be like Seinfeld, you know? And here's the thing, right? At that point, Ray didn't act before that show came out and things like that. And Ray wanted the format of some funny friends hanging out with him over crazy things, just talking the talk and walking the walk. Of course, NBC had already cornered that market, and so by so when it was time for Everybody Loves Raymond to come together, they thought, how about a show about family? Which is really ironic considering the fact that the last time that there was a show about family prior to Everybody Loves Raymond was, I think, back in the 70s or something like that with the Brady Bunch and things like that. So, and right then and there, it was a very successful program. Of course, here's what's interesting, right? Everybody Loves Raymond comes on Mondays. It was on Mondays. Seinfeld came on Thursdays. So, what does that mean exactly? Oh, that means that, back in the late 90s, everybody had two big TV nights to watch, right? There was CBS with Everybody Loves Raymond on Mondays, and then there's NBC with Seinfeld on Thursdays. The rest of the week was scattered all the way around, well, until 1998, when ABC acquired Whose Line Is It Anyway for Friday nights. And of course Sundays it's America's Funniest Home Videos time. And of course it still is America's Funniest Home Videos time every Sunday. But you know what I mean, right? I guess it all goes to show that if one format doesn't work for you, always go to another format, when you're on TV or online. But, you gotta be smart when you're doing that because you don't want to make a huge mistake and then have people criticize you every single day, out in the streets or on YouTube or whatever. Alright, I think we have exercised the whole thing long enough. Tomorrow night on this program, oh man, would you believe this? Tomorrow night we're dealing with Brad Garrett. With me will be Ned 509, Emmanuel Gaffney, Rebecca Cameron, the Mike Vortex, MPGVA Studios, Chloe J2 exclamation mark, Diamond, Cammy, or Diamond Cammy, and Rocky broke 10. Now, what's interesting about tomorrow night's program is tomorrow night will be the first night that people will see Rocky broke 10 on this program. That's right. You know, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be, you know, one of those shows that you'll be talking to your grandchildren about for years. And trust me, you want to talk to your grandchildren about tomorrow night's program. Trust me, you really do. All right, that's the news. I'm out, skis. Farewell, bye, farewell.
At night, a TV viewer's dream.
It's custom fit to every screen.
For your viewing pleasure.
A TV viewer's dream.